It's March the 22nd, and we had another massacre, or shall I say, overseas terrorist act in 2016, March 22nd. Well, it happened early in the morning, and today it is an all out news media blitz on this incident that just happened in another country that is being blasted all over the news on every media that you want to see, social media, any VIA media, and also local media. They are talking about this issue on a large scale right now in the United States, but they're not talking about the issues that are existing here. You don't get that massive news blitz about stuff that are happening in the United States of America and on a large scale. And they seem to brainwash you, or shall I say, overload you with their sorts of media that they want to throw in your face to make you fear, keep you in fear. But they're not talking about all the other incidents that are happening here in the United States of America. For instance, heroin. Right now, one of the largest overdose element of American citizens, young and old. Instead of eradicating the heroin epidemic, they are administrating this form of antidote for people that may seem to overdose on heroin. Narcan is a heroin overdose antidote to prevent you from dying, which is the opposite of what you should be doing concerning that issue. But they are talking about this massive incident that happened where someone blew up bombs at the airport overseas in Belgium. And I'm sorry that happened. I'm really sorry, but it's the biggest news in the United States of America. But in America, their big news is we want to give heroin citizens an antidote in case they die, instead of preventing heroin from even being there. I mean, we know that the drug commodity in the United States of America is a large, shall I say, profit for those that may be. But at the same time, that is one of the biggest issues in America. This heroin epidemic in the United States of America is so much out of control that they are giving police officers, teachers, I ain't gonna say teachers, but I know they're giving certain officials an antidote to prevent you from dying from a possible heroin overdose, which I do agree to save a life. But at the same time, why aren't anyone focusing on getting rid of the heroin, period? I mean, okay, we want an antidote, but why not get rid of the heroin all outright? Just get rid of it. That's a big issue here in the United States of America. Why don't we hear about that on the news? About something to prevent this drug that kills American citizens from existing in our country. Why not try to eradicate that export or import of heroin in our country? Why not try to eradicate that instead of giving people antidotes? And if you give a person that's on a heroin overdose and then they survive the next day, what do you think they're going to do the next day? Buy a bag. So that's the opposite. Don't get me wrong, I truly believe it's there for a specific purpose of saving a life, which is great. But why not we're focusing on mass news of eradicating heroin off the streets of America? Eradicate that drug off the street corners, off the places where people do purchase it. Eradicate that drug off the streets of America. Too many people are dying of it. And it's not just people are dying of it, they are doing other things that are more critical to family that is hurtful. And this is hurting the rich, it's hurting the poor, it's hurting the middle class, which we don't exist anymore. But that heroin that's existing in the United States of America, has become a massive epidemic, and given an antidote such as, what is it called? Narcan. Narcan. It's a shot that they give you in case you are in a heroin overdose state that will bring you back to life or stop you from dying. But where's that prevention of buying or prevention of having it on the streets of the United States of America? That, I think, is way more important. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry about what happened overseas today. 2016, March 22nd or 21st, early this morning on March 22nd, 2016. And that just happened overseas, with some people that did something that they chose that they wanted to do, and they blew up an airport, blew up parts of an airport, and multiple bombings that happened. Yeah, I'm sure that's an important issue. But what about important issues that exist here in the United States of America, such as heroin overdoses? Yeah, heroin overdose. And you want to save their life, but that's not. Let's try to eradicate that product off our land, the USA. Get rid of it. Or is it the profits are among some of those that may be? Is that why it still exists instead of eradicating it? Is there some power in the United States, one of the richest and most powerful countries on this planet, that they are not even trying to prevent this product from coming onto the soil? It's the soil, the United States soil. Even though we have lots of export-import issues, but that is one of the major issues that you need to try to eradicate from coming on this land, because it's killing our people, especially our youth. It's eradicating the mind. It's eradicating prosperity. It's eradicating our parts of being a United States citizen. And to give them a drug to survive for another day is not the answer. I truly believe that's not the answer. And blasting the news about what happened overseas today, it's a sad thing that happened in Belgium, but it's a sad thing that's going on in the United States of America with this heroin overdose antidote. Food for thought. Keeping it real.